Welcome to Avenue of Words, where English learning meets the extraordinary. I'm your host, and today we're embarking on an incredible journey that will not only improve your English listening skills, but also introduce you to one of the most fascinating mysteries our world has ever known. Are you ready to discover the most mysterious object in the world while mastering real-life English phrases and expressions? Let's dive in. Have you ever wondered what makes something truly mysterious? Is it the unknown origins, the unexplained powers, or perhaps the countless theories that surround it? Today, we're going to explore an object so enigmatic that it has puzzled scientists, historians, and curious minds for decades. But here's the exciting part. As we unravel this mystery together, you'll be absorbing natural English conversation, patterns, expanding your vocabulary, and improving your listening comprehension skills. Deep in the heart of Romania, nestled in the small town of Aiud, lies a discovery that has challenged everything we thought we knew about our planet's history. In 1974, workers were digging along the banks of the Muirs River when they stumbled upon something extraordinary. 3 objects were buried deep in the earth, and while 2 were quickly identified as ancient mastodon bones, the 3rd object left everyone scratching their heads. This mysterious artifact, now known as the Aiud Object, appeared to be made of aluminum, a metal that wasn't supposed to exist in that form thousands of years ago. The object measured about 8 inches long, 5 inches wide, and 3 inches thick. Its surface was covered with strange markings and holes that seemed too precise to be natural formations. Before we continue, let's pause for a moment to focus on some key vocabulary we've just encountered. When I say stumbled upon, this is a phrasal verb that means to discover something accidentally. It's much more natural than saying they found by accident. Similarly, when we say someone is scratching their heads, we don't mean they're literally scratching. This idiom means they're confused or puzzled about something. These are the kinds of real-life English expressions that will make your conversations sound more natural and fluent. Remember, idiomatic expressions like these are what separate beginner English speakers from advanced ones. Scientists immediately began analyzing this peculiar object. What they discovered was even more baffling. The aluminum alloy composition was unlike anything they had seen before. Modern aluminum production requires sophisticated technology and wasn't developed until the 19th century. Yet here was an object buried in geological layers that were estimated to be between 11,000 and 400,000 years old. Dr. Gheorghe Lazarovici, a respected archaeologist, described the object as a complete enigma. The precision of its construction suggested advanced manufacturing techniques that shouldn't have existed in ancient times. The mysterious holes and markings appeared to serve some unknown purpose, leading to wild speculation about its origins. Notice how I use the phrase wild speculation? This is a common expression meaning uncontrolled or extreme guessing. Instead of saying people guessed a lot, using wild speculation shows a higher level of English proficiency. These subtle differences in word choice can dramatically improve how native speakers perceive your English skills. Another phrase worth noting is complete enigma. While you could say total mystery, using enigma demonstrates vocabulary sophistication. It's these small upgrades in word choice that will elevate your English from good to exceptional. As news of the Aiud Object spread, theories began emerging from every corner of the scientific community and beyond. Some researchers suggested it might be a piece of ancient machinery, possibly part of a forgotten civilization's technology. Others proposed it could be debris from a meteorite or some other celestial object. The most controversial theory, however, suggested extraterrestrial origins. UFO enthusiasts and ancient astronaut theorists pointed to the object's unusual composition and precise construction as evidence of alien visitation thousands of years ago. While mainstream science remained skeptical, the debate continues to this day. Here's something inspiring for all you English learners out there. Just like this mysterious object challenges our understanding of history, learning English challenges your mind in the most beautiful way. Every new word you learn, every grammar, rule you master, every conversation you have, you're building something extraordinary in your brain. The scientists studying the Aiud object didn't give up when faced with something they couldn't immediately explain. They kept investigating, kept questioning, kept learning. That's exactly the attitude you need for mastering English. Embrace the mystery, enjoy the journey, and celebrate every small victory along the way. Let's enhance our vocabulary with some sophisticated terms related to mystery and investigation. Instead of saying something is strange, try using enigmatic, perplexing, or mystifying. Rather than looking at, consider scrutinizing, examining, or investigating. These word upgrades will make your English sound more professional and polished. When describing the object, scientists use terms like artifact, specimen, and anomaly. These are precise academic words that demonstrate advanced English usage. Try incorporating such vocabulary into your own descriptions and explanations. The Aiud object isn't the only mysterious artifact that has puzzled humanity. Throughout history, we've discovered objects that seem to defy explanation. The Antikythera mechanism from ancient Greece, the Baghdad battery from Iraq, and the London hammer from Texas all share similar mysterious qualities. What makes these objects fascinating isn't just their unexplained nature. It's how they challenge our assumptions about the past. They remind us that human history is far more complex and intriguing than we often imagine. When discussing mysteries, like these, native English speakers often use specific conversation patterns. They might say, "What's your take on this?" instead of, "What do you think?" They might express uncertainty with phrases like, "I'm not entirely convinced," rather than simply, "I don't believe it." Learning these conversational nuances will help you participate more naturally in English discussions. Practice using phrases like, "That's a fascinating point. I see where you're coming from," or "That raises an interesting question." One of the most valuable skills you can develop as an English learner is the ability to think critically in English. When examining the Aiud object, we need to consider multiple perspectives. What evidence supports each theory? What questions remain unanswered? How do we separate fact from speculation? These critical thinking skills transfer directly to your English learning. Instead of just memorizing vocabulary, ask yourself, how would a native speaker use this word? In what contexts would this phrase be appropriate? What cultural implications does this expression carry? Despite decades of study, the Aiud object continues to baffle researchers. Recent technological advances have allowed for more sophisticated analysis, but answers remain elusive. Some scientists argue that the object's aluminum composition could be explained by unknown ancient metallurgy techniques. Others maintain that the geological dating must be incorrect. This ongoing mystery teaches us something valuable about learning. Sometimes the most important discoveries come not from finding answers, but from asking better questions. The same principle applies to language learning. Don't just focus on what you know. Focus on what you're curious to discover. How can discussing mysterious objects like the Aiud artifact improve your English? First, mystery vocabulary appears. In countless contexts, from detective novels to scientific journals to everyday conversations about puzzling situations. Second, the analytical thinking required to discuss mysteries mirrors the cognitive processes needed for advanced English comprehension. When you encounter new English words or phrases, approach them like a mystery to be solved. What context? Clues can help you understand the meaning. How does the word relate to others you already know? What patterns can you identify? Remember, every English learner faces mysteries of their own. Why do we say, make a decision, but take a break? Why? Is it interested in but excited about? These linguistic puzzles are part of what makes English learning an adventure. Just as scientists approach the Aiud object with curiosity rather than frustration, approach English learning challenges with the same mindset. Each confusing grammar, rule, or tricky pronunciation is just another mystery waiting to be solved. Discussing mysterious objects provides excellent opportunities to practice cultural communication in English. Different cultures have varying approaches to unexplained phenomena. Some emphasize scientific skepticism, others embrace supernatural explanations, and many fall somewhere in between. Learning to navigate these cultural differences in English conversation is crucial for effective communication. Practice expressing your views respectfully while acknowledging other perspectives. Use phrases like, "I understand that perspective, but I tend to think," or, "That's an interesting way to look at it, though I wonder if..." As we near the end of our exploration, take a moment to reflect on your listening comprehension throughout this discussion. Have you noticed how your understanding has evolved as we've progressed? This natural progression mirrors how mystery investigators build understanding, piece by piece, clue by clue. Effective English listening isn't about catching every single word. It's about following the overall narrative, understanding key concepts, and picking up contextual clues. The same skills that help us unravel mysteries help us master English communication. The Aiud object remains one of the world's most intriguing mysteries, challenging our understanding of history, technology, and human achievement. But perhaps the greatest mystery of all is the incredible capacity of the human mind to learn, adapt, and grow, including your mind as you master the English language. Every time you practice English listening, you're not just improving a skill, you're participating in the grand human tradition of exploration and discovery. You're solving the mystery of communication, unlocking the secrets of a new language, and opening doors to countless future opportunities. Like the scientists who continue investigating the Aiud object, your English learning journey requires patience, persistence, and curiosity. Some days will bring breakthrough moments of clarity, others will present puzzling challenges. Both are essential parts of the process. Remember, mastering English isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Each conversation, each new word, Each moment of understanding is a step forward on your personal journey of discovery. Thank you for joining me on this mysterious adventure through English learning. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep growing. Until next time, this is Avenue of Words, where every word is a pathway to new possibilities. Your English learning journey is the most beautiful mystery of all, and you're the detective solving it, one word at a time.